Both legs together. Take a break. Good. Nice shot. One more of those. Feedback on that. What'd you feel?
I felt like it helped with keeping my arm high up out of the water, so I felt like I had much more power going into it.
Yeah.
The first shot felt a little weird, but then after that you kind of got the rhythm of it.
Right.
And I think I took 10 shots or 7 shots after and consistently felt light. And
yeah.
I don't know, I felt like I wasn't gripping the ball as much either, because with the drill, your hands are coming off of it and coming back, so you can't grip it at all. So it helped with the power and the follow through.
So you have more accurate, more high corner?
Yeah, high corner.
Good.
Yeah, it helped
Great.
a lot.
Thank you, Reed.
No problem.
Right. Thank you.
This tool,
yeah,
okay, it gets me to handle the ball up high. And it's how I want them to bring the ball back. I want them to put it up over their head, drive their body forward, and aim for that upper part. Now, I have shooters that will hold the ball 6-8 inches above the water, and they'll shoot a foot above the water. They'll hold the ball 1.5 feet above the water, they'll shoot 1.5 feet above the water. I want them to hold the ball at least 2 feet above the water so they can shoot at least 2 feet above the goalie. Now, either you're shooting into the goalie's arm coming out this way, or you're shooting into the goalie's hand coming up like this. There is no comparison. You need to shoot here. If it's up here, there's a very good chance the ball is going to be tipped out. If it's here, there's a very good chance the ball is going to be blocked. It's just a world of difference in some of these things like that.
I think you mentioned, Jim, to me on the phone and just now then, that you believe the Pendulum does is it gets them up to that, let's just say, them and the ball to that 2 feet above the water position, because we can set the height of the ball.
Okay,
and they can do some repetitive catching and throwing at that level.
The big thing is the kid has to be able to get there. Now, if he can't get there, he's got to work on his legs. Big time. Because otherwise, he's going to be deficient.
Yeah.
If there's a problem in what he's doing, if he doesn't address it, he's not going to go ahead and do it. That is the big thing on something like that. The greatest player I ever coached was Gary Figueroa. When Gary Figueroa came to Sunny Hills as a 9th grader, he was so small and so weak, he couldn't lift a 10-pound bar with 2.5 pounds on each end. He said one of the better things that ever happened to me was I broke a couple of fingers on my right hand. I had to learn to play left-handed. He said I could play left-handed inside of 5 yards as well as I could play right-handed. He said I learned how by repetition. Our practices at UCI ended at 5 o'clock. We'd stay till 6:30 and go through these 2 or 3 of the players. Go ahead and do that. And that's the particular situation. The kid really does not need to be born with a great deal of talent. He needs to learn to do things right. I'm as interested in someone being able to do things left-handed, especially out of the 2-meter area, especially between the goal posts for these kids. To be right-handed only, you don't need to, especially when you shoot with your body. This tool right here can teach you. You look at how you're doing something right-handed, turn right around, do the same thing left-handed. I've done this. Okay? I was an ambidextrous tennis player. Okay? And I did it just to be screwing around, but it proved to be very beneficial for me. Using the tool here to go ahead and pass right-handed, pass left-handed, pass right-handed, pass left-handed. One of the things that we want to try to do is we have 10 shooting boards over here. We like to have a shooting board right within his visual sight. And we want him to visualize the little light blue line, which is the top of the goal. We lowered it onto the water. And I thought we got more things accomplished from on the water than we did from the top. Although shooting that ball from a shooting area is really a neat deal. But the only trouble is learning to pick the ball up from underneath.
Yeah.
It is real hard to pick up this ball with a rope on it from the top. You have to pick it up from underneath.
Yeah.
Picking it up from underneath, you can elevate it up above your head, get the body forward, and go ahead and get your body into the throw. That is the big. Picking it up from underneath, you can elevate it up above your head, get the body forward, and go ahead and get your body into the throw. That is the big tool that we're both left-handed and right-handed.
Yeah.
Pick up the ball right there, raise it up over your head and throw it. You're just shooting the ball. Pick it up, get it up high, shoot it. There you go, body forward.
Yeah.
We also like to put the ball on the water with a little extra looseness.
A little slack.
And work on turning the person. Left side power, right side heel. We turn left-handed, we turn to our left-handed power 90 degrees, we turn to our right-handed power 120 degrees, depending on the position of the defending player. If the defending player is hanging away from you and you can't turn him, then you can lay out and shoot the ball. If he's all over you, then you can learn to turn the ball. This is a problem. I have not been able to teach my people here, my 2-meter people, to turn people. This tool helps us. It gets us there. It gives me a lot of repetitions very quickly.
Yeah.
Another tool that we use is that my people come in and they have driving ball. Too much of the time, we were just working on it here, it is something that I'm embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed by the way my 2-meter people play. And we do not do enough of the work with this. And like I say, when my kid goes out there and I expect him to perform, and he can't perform, it's not his fault, it's my fault. If I send a kid out there to shoot and he can't perform, it's my fault. I don't want to send someone out there who cannot perform without taking care of him. But I really think that this tool has so many versatilities for us that the kid that wants to do something like this. Now, if I had my druthers, I would say, hey, you have a pool at home?
Yeah.
Drill a hole, get one of these.
Yeah.
You can spend all kinds of time learning how to do something.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're really interested in doing something, drill a hole in your own home pool and do it.
Faces. All right, Ryan and Ryan, I'm Matt Cherry. I coached at Ventura High School. I played for Jim Sprague 20 plus years ago. And as you guys know, he's a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah.
Have you guys learned a lot from Coach Sprague?
He's a very wise man. You ask him any question about anything, he'll answer it.
Right.
No problem. Yeah.
Not just water polo, huh?
Not just water polo.
But he does harp on fundamentals, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Left and right.
What do you think, Ryan? Same?
Yeah, I think he's just great.
Good. Are you guys seniors now?
I'm a junior.
Okay.
And I'm a senior.
Cool. How many times have you got a chance to guys mess around with this thing? Have you guys had a chance to do it at all?
It's our first time actually.
Okay. Good. And what's your initial impression? How's it feel?
My take on it is it's a very good machine. You work on it more and more, your shots will get harder, more accurate, as long as you keep working on the goal.
Yeah.
And the legs and arms, that's about it.
Yeah.
It works for more, some of the abs too, but
right.
I mean, a lot of legs and arms, which is needed for water polo.
Cool. Now, Ryan, did you notice the ball going maybe where you intended it or not intended it to go based on your wrist position at any point?
Sometimes it slightly went to the left or kind of like swiveled around a bit.
Yeah.
But then I actually got it to go straight.
Right. So you saw it going to the side and you sound like you made a self-correction or something. You made an adjustment. What kind of adjustment did you make?
Went straight. Like.
Can't see. Okay, Reed, do a couple. Good.